हरि ओम. ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. The Indian knowledge system (IKS) is divided into several branches of knowledge, with the most well-known classification comprising 14 branches. Chaturdasha Vidya Sthanani. These include the four Vedas, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharvaveda, along with the six Vedangas, Shiksha, phonetics, and the science of Vedic pronunciation, Kalpa, science of rituals, Vyakarana, linguistics, and grammar, Nirukta, science of etymology, Chandas, prosody, and Jyotisha, astronomy and astrology. Additionally, the system includes four Upangas, Purana and Itihas, literature on gods and sages, Dharmashastra, law, ethics and governance, Mimamsa, science of interpreting Vedic statements, Nyaya Shastra, science of logic and argumentation. Chaturdasha Vidya Sthanani, a primer on Indian knowledge system, serves as an introduction to these 14 branches of knowledge, making them accessible to novices and beginners. Each branch is presented with fundamental concepts in simple language to ensure easy comprehension. To enhance engagement, the book features colorful illustrations, short stories, intriguing facts, and cross-disciplinary insights. In the Do You Know section, additionally, fun, do-it-yourself exercises and chapter overview concept maps provide a structured understanding of these knowledge traditions, which form the cornerstone of Indic civilization and culture. Chinmaya International Foundation, Adishankara Nilayam, Veliyanad, Ernakulam, Kerala, India. Publication Chaturdasha Vidya Sthanani, a primer on Indian knowledge system. ऋग्वेद, शिक्षा, यजुर्वेद, निरुक्त, छंद, मीमांसा, इतिहास, पुराण, धर्मशास्त्र, न्याय, व्याकरण, सामवेद, कल्प, ज्योतिष, अथर्ववेद. Compiled by Professor Gauri Mahulikar. Publisher's note: वेदशास्त्रार्थ तत्वज्ञो यत्र कुत्राश्रमे वसन् यहैव लोके तिष्ठन् स ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते. The knower of the true meaning of the Vedas and Shastras become one with Brahman, dwelling in this world itself, irrespective of the stage of life, ashram, he belongs to. This verse, quoted by Sayanacharya, 14th century commentator of the Vedas, emphasizes the importance of the study of Vedas and other Shastras. Bharata has always been an enlightened civilization. The eternal Vedic knowledge corpus, which forms the cornerstone of this civilization and culture, gave rise to 14 branches of knowledge under the Indian knowledge system IKS, known as Chaturdasha Vidya Sthanani. These are 4 Vedas, 1 Rigveda, 2 Yajurveda, 3 Samaveda, and 4 Atharvaveda, 6 Vedangas, 1 Shiksha, phonetics and the science of Vedic pronunciation, 2 Kalpa, science of rituals, 3 Vyakarana, linguistics and grammar, 4 Nirukta, science of etymology, 5 Chandas, prosody, 6 Jyotisha, astronomy and astrology, and 4 Upangas, 1 Purana and Itihasa, literature on historical facts, gods and sages, 2 Dharmashastras, law, ethics and governance, 3 Mimamsa, science of interpretation of Vedic statements, and 4 Nyaya Vistar, science of logic and argumentation. History has witnessed this civilization suffer from the amnesia regarding its native knowledge legacy, at least as far as the mainstream education is concerned. Now, following the implementation of the NEP, National Education Policy 2020, the resurgence and reclamation of Bharatiya Jnana Parampara have begun. However, despite IKS being the Indian knowledge system, being the buzzword in contemporary discussions, there is still scarcity of an introductory literature in IKS. The genesis of this book lies in the Open Learning for All OLA online lecture series conducted by Chinmaya Vidyapith CVV and a project titled Indian Intellectual Knowledge Traditions, Development of Educational Resources, Capacity Building and Research for Higher Education Institutions, initiated by Professor Krishna Mohan and funded by Indian Council of Social Science Research ICSSR. These two significant initiatives highlighted the need to publish a book explaining the basic fundamental principles of IKS Indian knowledge system in the form of 14 branches of knowledge that can be easily understood by the novices and beginners of IKS Indian knowledge system. Accordingly, with the support of the Indian knowledge system division of the Ministry of Education, Government of India, for facilitating the tutorship program, this book has come to its fruition, along with an explanation of the fundamental principles of each branch of Indian knowledge system. This book also highlights the applicability of the knowledge through short stories, do-it-yourself exercises, and inquisitive explorations under Do You Know. We are confident that the overall layout and simple language of this book will give a unique learning experience, enhancing readers' comprehension of Indic civilization and its native knowledge traditions. The meticulous pagination of this book and the integration of all the modifications were diligently completed by Srimati Radhika Manoj and Sri Gayatri Vijay, Srimati Sarala Suresh, Utkarsha Deshpande and Srimati Anjali V. N. Kumar made significant contributions to the final proofreading and editing of this book. Dr. Chaitanya Ugale and Dr. Pratik Rumde managed overall coordination and back-end operations. The act cover of this book is designed by Shri Saurav Singh Raghuvamshi. We appreciate the dedication and sincerity shown by all these CIF Sevaks. Print Express has ensured excellent and timely printing of this publication. This publication has been generously sponsored by Sri Deepak Raghavan and family from Atlanta, USA. CIF is grateful. Chinmaya International Foundation is grateful for his munificent support. Special thanks to Srimati Manisha Bhagat from Delhi for coordinating and organizing the sponsorship. We invoke the grace of the Lord and the blessings of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda upon them and their families. The project has been blessed by Pujya Swami Swarupananda, the global head of Chinmaya Mission, whose inspirational guidance has been instrumental in various activities at Chinmaya International Foundation (CIF). We have always felt the grace and blessings of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda throughout this project. Professor Gauri Mahalikar, Academic Director CIF, Swami Advayananda, President, Chinmaya International Foundation. Indian Knowledge Systems Division, a Ministry of Education, Government of India, AICTE. Headquarters Nelson Mandela Marg, New Delhi, 110078, Bharat. Professor Ganti S. Murthy, National Coordinator, Phone, Email, NCIS, AICTE, India. Forward. It gives me immense pleasure to see the publication of the Chaturdasha Vidya Sthanani, a primer on Indian knowledge systems, published by Chinmaya International Foundation, CIF, Kerala, authored by Professor Gauri Mahalikar. The IKS internship program of the IKS division was stated with the intention of enabling our youth to work under the mentorship of eminent scholars. This book is the outcome of an immensely successful internship program undertaken by Professor Gauri Mahalikar and academic director of Chinmaya International Foundation. Two interns from Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit worked under her guidance, transcribed her talks on Indian knowledge systems, conducted research through various source books, and prepared a draft of the book. This primer will be useful for students, lay people, as well as enthusiasts eager to learn more about Bharatiya Jnana Parampara. Several engaging features like Do You Know, Do It Yourself are introduced to encourage active participation from readers. Tables and illustrations created by an intern based on stories and anecdotes enhance the visual impact of this book. Wherever possible, modern relevance is highlighted. Links to the lectures by renowned speakers and videos relevant to the topics under discussion form a remarkable aspect of the primer. References and a list of cited works add research value to this book. I am confident this concise introduction to the 14 branches of knowledge, Vedas, Vedangas, and Upangas, will be well received by all those interested in knowing the vast intellectual heritage we have inherited from our illustrious ancestors. Professor Ganti S. Murthy, National Coordination, IKF, Indian Knowledge System, Division of MOE, MOE, Minister of Education. Minister of Education, Professor Discipline of Biosciences and Biomedical Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Indore. Genesis and Gratitude, author. I express my gratitude to Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankaracharya and Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda for their divine blessings and guidance. I have always felt their spiritual presence at Chinmaya International Foundation at Adi Shankar Nilayam, Villianad, CIF, where this entire project took place from its conceptualization till the eventual publication of this book. I am always grateful to Swami Advayananda, President of Chinmaya International Foundation (CIF), for his unwavering support and encouragement. Swamiji has always been an inspiration, and his divine blessings have been immensely important throughout this project. I am grateful to Professor Ganti S. Murthy, National Coordinator of the IKS Division of the Ministry of Education, Government of India at AICTE for writing an insightful foreword for this book. I am deeply humbled by his kind support for his sincere endeavor. For this sincere endeavor, my special thanks go to Alok Kumar, a Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit student of Sanskrit, for his meticulous research and innovative ideas. Alok has worked extensively on this project and has contributed significantly to writing the content of the book. Another person who deserves special mention is Vinamra Herle, a Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit student of Sanskrit. She has Vinamra Herle. She has created artistic and vibrant illustrations that have enhanced the visual appeal of this book. She has also contributed to compiling the content for the book. At the auspicious maternal home of Shri Adi Shankaracharya Chinmaya Vishwavidyapits, CVV launched a series of free online lectures on IKS Indian Knowledge Systems called OLA, Open Learning for All. Approximately 5 years ago, in this series, many scholars had delivered lectures on the various topics of the 14 Vidya Sthanani apart from myself. These lectures marked the starting point of the research for this book. I acknowledge the contributions of Dr. Nagendra Pawan, Dr. Shri Hari Gokarnakar, Dr. Ramakrishna Pejathaya, Dr. Sushri Susmita Pati, Professor N.K. Sundareswaran, Professor Radha Vallabh Tripathi, Dr. Nagaraj Paturi, Srinath Mohandas, Nitin Ramakrishnan, Chandradas M. Halai, and Nilesh Nilakant Hope for their well-researched and engaging lectures. The links for these videos are mentioned in the references section. Apart from the aforementioned, I am also grateful to Professor Krishna Mohan, Dr. Gopal Deshikan, Dr. Anusha, and Rohit Kumar. I acknowledge the contributions by these scholars for a project called Indian Intellectual System, Knowledge Traditions, Development of Educational Resources, Capacity Building and Research for Higher Education Institutions, funded by ICSSR, Indian Council of Social Science Research, which laid the foundation for this book project. Dr. Anusha and Utkarsha Deshpande deserve special mention for creating concept maps for each topic in the book. I am also grateful to Karthik Sharma K and Satish Verma for their invaluable suggestions. Last but not least, I also extend my gratitude to each and every member of the publication team at Chinmaya International Foundation CIF, without whom this book would not have come to fruition. I sincerely thank you all for your generous support and blessings. Professor Gauri Mahalikar, Academic Director, Chinmaya International Foundation. Preface. The term Indian Knowledge System came to be discussed when the 12-member committee headed by K. Kasturi Rangan submitted a draft report to the Government of India in 2019. For the first time, the citizens of India had an opportunity to contribute to the report through their inputs and suggestions. This sparked several discussions within the Indian education system, akin to a renaissance in the entire framework. The threefold vision of the NEP namely Indian
जय श्री राम जय रघुराम जानकी जीवन सुंदर राम देवगणार्चित